Moving on to the United States now, did the then FBI Director James Comey play a role in the election of Donald Trump as US President? Now, a new report has come out to answer that question. It says that James Comey did indeed make a serious error of judgment when he announced shortly before the 2016 US presidential election that he was reopening an investigation into candidate Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server. The new report, published by the U.S. Justice Department's internal watchdog, however, concludes that James Comey did not exhibit any political bias. It also says Comey did not try to influence the election. Hillary Clinton was never prosecuted, and even that decision of Comey is not being challenged in the new report. Remember, Comey became a controversial figure in the 2016 election as he attracted accusations from both Republicans and Democrats that his handling of the probe into Clinton's emails influenced the campaign. Comey later headed a separate investigation into the alleged ties between President Donald Trump's campaign and Russia. Trump fired him as the head of the Federal Bureau of Investigation in 2017 and has been frequently criticizing him since then. The new report has given Hillary Clinton new ammunition. She has tweeted a 3-word message, "But my emails," and that's because it has emerged that, that's the only tweet that's been put out by Hillary Clinton. Let me, in fact, go straight across to my colleague Ramesh Ramachandran, who's joining us for more on that. Even though James Comey did not show any political bias, is what the report says, Ramesh, it does at the same time give enough reason for the political circles to throw question marks and point fingers at Comey.
Absolutely, Molly. The report in question is a 500-page document prepared by Inspector General Michael Horowitz of the Justice Department. In it, he says that James Comey broken dramatically from the FBI and department norms in handling an inquiry into Hillary Clinton's emails. Now, the context is that Clinton says the decision to open or reopen investigation to her email came at an inopportune time for her in the election campaign, and that probably led to a defeat in the 2016 election to Donald Trump. So that's the context. The report itself says that James Comey also used a private email account to conduct official FBI business. Now, that is interesting because, as you mentioned in the report, Molly, that Clinton has tweeted sarcastically saying, "But my emails." So she's pointing to a double stand on the part of the FBI. Her emails were prosecuted and investigated into. But James Comey, here is the FBI director, former FBI director, who used personal email for official business, and yet he remains unscathed.
And to what extent James Comey's probe actually helped, in a way, the election of Donald Trump as the U.S. president? Ramesh, if you can elaborate for our viewers what exactly the report really says.
Well, that's the moot point. Did Comey's decision to open or reopen investigation into Clinton's emails hurt her, or in other words, help Trump's cause in the election campaign? Now, that's a moot point. But the fact is, it came at an inopportune time for Clinton because it changed the perception, it swung perception against her and in favor of Donald Trump. Now, the report itself is a 500-page document. It says James Comey's decision to reveal publicly a week before the election that he had reopened the inquiry into Mrs. Clinton's emails, rejecting Comey's argument that he had acted in the interest of transparency. Now, the report says, by departing so clearly and dramatically from FBI and department norms, the decisions negatively impacted the perception of the FBI and the department as fair administrators of justice. But it says that there's no case of political bias or casting aspersions on the integrity of the FBI per se.
All right, we're going to leave it there for the moment. Ramesh Ramachandran, our associate editor, breaking it down for us. Thanks very much for joining us with those updates. We'll, of course, keep closely monitoring the reaction that will come in during the day after those accusations and that latest report.